Hello and welcome to the Malaria Notebook with me, Liliana Dayo. Today, I'll be talking about multiple first-line treatments for malaria in Africa. Welcome. So what is MFTs? Multiple first-line treatment is a malaria treatment policy where more than one artemisinin-based combination therapy, commonly referred to as ACT, is deployed simultaneously as first-line options within the same country or region. Instead of relying on a single ACT, for instance, AL, which is the most common ACT being applied in many regions in Africa, we also have other sets of ACTs such as the doxorubicin piperaquine, artesunate amodiaquine, artesunate mefloquine, artesunate peronaridine, amongst others. Why is Africa moving towards MFT? There are rising concerns about artemisinin and partner drug resistance, which has been reported in some parts of East Africa. In addition, overuse of one ACT contributes and accelerates to drug resistance. And also, MFT help in maintaining long-term treatment effectiveness of the antimalarials. How do MFT work in practice? There are different ways in which MFTs can be implemented. One of them is through geographic allocation, where countries may assign specific ACTs to specific zones. For instance, decide to have a particular ACT for high transmission zone and a separate or different ACT for a low transmission area. Another option could be using targeted population strategies where some groups may preferentially receive a certain ACT based on safety or efficacy. It could be children getting one type of ACT that is different from adults and also may be different from that which is administered to pregnant women. Another type of MFT implementation practice could be through rotational MFT, which involves switching between different ACTs over defined periods rather than using all first-line ACTs simultaneously. For instance, you can have one type of ACT being used in the first 2 years, then a switch to a different type of ACT for the third and fourth year, and a different type of ACT for the fifth and sixth year, and so forth and so forth. What is the current progress of ACT or rather MFT implementation in Africa? Several African countries are either piloting or planning to implement MFT, and this is aimed to protect ACT efficacy as resistance signals keep showing up. Some East African countries are exploring zone-based and rotational MFT due to emerging partial artemisinin resistance. Countries such as Mozambique, Tanzania, Kenya are considering using either DHA or ASAC or ASPY as a way to diversify the treatment options for ACT. The table on the screen shows different MFTs in different parts of Africa. For instance, in Uganda, the strategy that has been employed is both geographic and facility level MFT, and different ACTs have been assigned to regions, and some facilities are actually using multiple ACTs. In Kenya, there's a proposal to use either geographic and rotational MFT, and different ACTs have also been proposed for both high and low transmission areas. Currently, the artesunate peronaridine is under evaluation. Other countries include Rwanda, Tanzania, Mozambique, and Nigeria, which have either employed the implementation of MFT at facility level or rotational, or are piloting in some parts of their country. So what's the benefits of MFT in Africa? MFT contributes to reduction of selection pressure on single ACT. It delays emergence and spread of partner drug resistance, and also increases health system flexibility during stockouts. MFT strengthens malaria control and elimination efforts. What are some of the considerations that we need to put in place during rollout? MFTs require a strong investment because we require a change in the drugs, and training healthcare workers on correct dispensing will be one of the areas that quite heavy investment will be required. There's also need for advocacy, for community acceptance, as patients may question why different drugs are being given for the malaria conditions they may be presenting with. Take-home summary is that multiple first-line treatment is an innovative resistance management strategy that diversifies ACT use across population, and it's increasingly relevant in Africa due to the emerging artemisinin resistance that has been reported. MFTs ensures sustained effectiveness of malaria treatments for the future. Thank you for listening. Let's keep subscribing for more lessons from the Malaria Notebook. Let's fight malaria one lesson at a time.